Well, I say every day. It's a getting closer to taking a bath with my fucking toaster.
We're not qualified.
Who are you?
Explorers in the further regions of experience.
Did you not listen?
Then the hell with you.
Greetings, salutations, and welcome to the 185th episode of Screaming Into the Void, the show where we talk about whatever the hell we feel like. My name is Samuel Infamous, and joining me today, and Jesus Christ, I just ran my own name together. We have Caucasian Sasquatch.
Sam Infamous.
Yes. I started to sound like I was from Louisiana.
Hi, I'm Cocksnoshwatch.
Yeah. Welcome in. We also have Anna.
Should I do a Wisconsin accent?
Oh yeah, you bitch.
Please.
Yeah, I've been eating a lot of cheese.
Well, that'll definitely have you up later.
Yeah, good to be here. Thank you, Sam.
Yeah, good to have you. And joining us for the second week in a row, we're feeling real fucking blessed here, but the third's going to be probably a little much. Shadow of Hawk.
Howdy, y'all. And if you don't want me here for a third week, I won't be here for a third week.
Just fucking with you, kid.
Look, if we start pissing you off, you just take it out on those recruits over there. Don't bother with that silliness.
I have no authority over anyone right now. I'm being trained. I have no
Well,
authority.
then bottle it up inside until it manifests as a mental illness, or you get the chance to take it out on some recruits.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm not allowed to be. I'm not allowed to be DI. You have to work for a living to be a DI.
No, that's fair.
That checks out.
Good to have you here.
Indeed. We also have with us Abe.
Yo,
How you doing?
Good job.
still breathing.
Nice.
Can't complain.
Mm.
Well, you can't really complain if you're not breathing either, though, can you?
I can complain, but nobody wants to hear it, and they won't listen.
It depends how deep into necromancer you are.
That is true.
Indeed. All right.
Whether or not you have a monkey paw.
Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get into some stuff here shortly, but first I'm going to go ahead and say hello to the chat, and then get a little housekeeping to do. So we've got Scotty Waddles in the chat. Howdy, good to see you, man. Clifton 3D, hello. We've got there's Caucasian Sasquatch. Real OG, good to see you. We've got Lepo de Fleur, howdy. Zillage, good to see you. All right, so that's everybody so far. We are live currently on Twix, YouTube, and Rumble. 2 separate YouTube channels, Caucasian Sasquatch and Samuel the Infamous. If you're in any of those places, drop a comment, let us know you're here, etc. at all. The usual spiel. I don't know why that's the one thing that I can just like blurt out without mistakes every goddamn time. It's like
I blame DSP.
It might be. It might be that all that DSP practice you made me do a while back. So, but that said, we also have, you might notice, pinned to the top of the comments on my YouTube channel and Rumble, and I don't know if it is on
Mine too.
Not, but yeah, okay. So our good friend Gal, who's a producer on this show, taking on a hiatus, is in some financial dire straits. Her and her brother are having some trouble getting stuff squared away on account of it's very hard to get hired these days. So he's been without a job for a while, and they're needing some help. So essentially what I did was I took the Give Send Go, which she just put up like an hour and a half ago.
Yep.
And I pinned it to the top of the chat. So if you guys are feeling generous, you want to help out, she is a friend of the channel. She's a personal friend of mine and has helped me out on a number of occasions that you guys will probably never know about. Please do. She's a good friend. So yes.
Please do just go and click on the link if you want to. Like, Gal is a good friend of mine too, so
Yeah.
it's a very interesting story. But it is genuine because there's a lot of people out there who go out with, give me some money. No, this is completely different. So please do help and support if you can.
Yeah. And I mean, you'll notice that I have absolutely no trouble asking you guys for money for somebody else. But when it
Yeah.
comes to me, I'm just like, whatever. It's fine. I'll eat ramen.
So, yeah, you can always do that for me, and I'll do it for you, and we'll just call it a circle jerk. It'll be
No, Gal has always been, like, so please do if you can.
Yeah. She's a good one.
And if you can't, just share it.
Yeah, absolutely. Share the link out. You can go on Twitter. She's posted it there as well.
Yep.
And just generally, this is one of those times where we should probably pull together. I mean, we can't help everybody in the world, but we can help people that we can. I guess I don't know. I don't have like a real suave way of finishing that sentence. Welcome in, everybody. And we're going to get to it. Zillage, yeah, you're absolutely right. It is depressing. Former military members are struggling. Yeah, and she's not unique in that regard. That's a pretty common thing in this country, and it's fucking stupid. So, Dad Man Walking, welcome in. Circle jerk. That's what you heard. That's the first thing. Okay.
Oh my God. Hello,
damn
Dad.
right. Damn right. You're invited, sir. Fundraise that circle jerk, brother.
Judge with us.
Indeed. So, and I mean, her goal, I don't think if enough people chip in, I honestly don't think her goal is that unreasonable. It's $6,000. That's all they're asking for. It's not like they're asking for 150, so, and I think last I checked, and I could be wrong about this, but because this was like 30 minutes ago, but last I checked, they were up to $300 or $400 already.
Yeah,
but,
it's over that now.
Is it? Okay, good. Because I don't have it right up in front of me. I'm not tracking it right now, but
Because we support our friends.
indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed. So, but that said,
to $460
I want
already.
to see your support,
Good
bro,
deal.
not support you.
you want to see my support, bra?
Maybe not yours.
It's okay, Sam. I want to see it.
I'm not wearing it.
Well, you're wearing it. No, sir, that's a training bra. We've talked about this.
Yeah, my titties are pretty small, man. I don't know if that'd work out.
A solid A cup.
I'm pretty flat.
I mean, I used to be. It's okay. You grow into it.
Yeah, I'm 45, so yeah, it should be kicking in any day now.
Young man. You've still got plenty of time to develop your old man titties.
I need to invest in the man's ear, I think. Yeah, it's gonna be a thing. The man's ear. Get myself one of those girdles, for the gut. Suck that in a little bit.
Okay, now.
I'm not quite there yet, but there's gonna come a day. I'll be like 75, and I'm gonna start looking like George Costanza's dad.
Good job, bro.
But taller.
That's not hard. That is not hard.
No, Jerry Stiller is a very short man.
Is he still alive?
I have no idea. But if he is dead, he's also still short.
What's up, Tootie?
Well, he's even shorter now if he's dead.
Yep. Hey, Fletch, welcome in. Tootie bug. Good to see. So, what's the timeline? I think it's. I honestly didn't look. I don't know.
I'm pulling it up right now, assuming it works on my computer now.
Barbie Sasquatch, welcome in. Hi, Em.
Welcome in,
Good to see you. So
Don't forget your meds.
It is.
Yeah.
I'm looking on my computer.
that's so we're starting off with the charity drive. Right off first hand.
Oh my
and,
God.
I use the term charity in the old definition of it, which is to say perfect love.
She's still not going to forgive you for that.
No, she isn't. She's probably going to beat my fucking ass even for bringing this up like this. But you know, my
I'm
friend needs help, and I can make fun of her while I'm helping her.
That's the
So
best
I'm-
part.
Sam. I pulled it up. I'm not seeing a timeline on the Give Send Go.
No, I couldn't see one either.
So either it's somewhere hidden, you can't see it on the mobile version, or Give Send Go just doesn't require a time limit. So
Yeah.
Good girl.
All right. Looks like something's come up with Anna. She has a
Yeah,
thing that
I
can
need
be
to go.
introduced.
Yep.
So
Yep. Sorry.
no worries. We will
Have a
That's
good
what happens with
Easter,
Europeans when you
everyone.
ask for money.
Yeah. Have a good Easter and peace and blessings to all of you. Take care.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah,
Bye.
have a good one, Anna.
see ya.
So, all right.
That's right. Here's how it works in Europe. First, when you ask for money, you run away, and then you abandon your allies in the middle of the fight. This is exactly what they do.
I mean, that's a very French thing, I would
It is.
say.
Exactly.
She's not French. She's not even remotely French.
She's acting French.
So, but
I'm sorry. I do
Yeah.
apologize.
You should. But that said, we got some stuff to talk about today. Got some stuff to talk about today, and for once, some potential good news.
No, say it ain't so.
Yeah.
Impossible. I mean, I've seen all of Disney's repertoire. There's nothing good there.
It sounds like lies.
Lies.
It's a good thing Disney has nothing to do with this then.
What the fuck?
So I'm
Waiting
talking
to-
about
waiting to hear.
the Artemis 2 launch the other day and the mission that they're on. First manned mission out the moon's way since 1972, I believe.
What
Well,
the hell
it's a
is-
pity Anna's gone because she actually did a live stream covering it.
Yeah, she did actually. And if you guys want to go over to her channel, her link is in the description below, and the live stream is still up, I believe, where she basically covered the launch as it happened.
Yeah.
It was very cool. But so essentially, this mission is going towards the moon. They're not landing on the moon. What the goal is to shoot around the backside and take a look at what's on the dark side of the moon, which is something that no human in history has ever seen.
So
Who doesn't
when they
love shooting
find
around the backside?
I mean,
it's Jizz Man in space we're talking about here. Calm the fuck down, son.
hey, maybe they'll find him, or like space Nazis, or
Well, no,
Russian
what's on
sharks.
I stored a bunch of spaceships on the dark side of the moon in the event of a galaxy-wide attack or something. Just
Come on,
in
we've all
case, you
been
know?
there.
Right? Just in case, bro. Did that a while back.
Wait, what? They're circle jerking the moon? What?
Basically, no,
I
she's
mean-
not wrong. She's pretty on
I
point
think
with
it-
that one.
Much, yeah.
I think it's more of a tease, really. They're just like, oh, we're almost there. Oh, but we're going home.
Stroking the moon.
So,
I like circle jerking. That's
yeah.
but you know that.
But
But
yeah,
you know
essentially, yeah, they're going around the Earth once, and they're gonna do like kind of a figure eight rotation. We actually do have a graphic for that. We'll pull up later. That indicates what the intended flight path is. It should everything go right, because as we all know, these kinds of missions, like everything has to go right. You know, there's zero margin for error. But so far, there's been a couple of hiccups with some of the electronic suites, and apparently the toilets aren't working on the capsule. So
this is going to be great. This is
we'll
just
get to
like
that.
that vacation I took to Florida with my family.
right?
In space.
The RV never worked right and
Right.
never smelled the same again.
See, I'm just waiting for the part where they tell us we've been in an alien empire for the past like 20 years, and it's time to start
20?
fighting to the auxiliary legions. That's what I'm waiting for.
You remember that whole story
I wanna go to
about
Mars.
the Watchers and angels and demons? That had nothing to do with the spiritual, sir. That is literally
Or the ice moon of Europe, or one of the two. One of those places would be a good place to die.
Just straight up aliens.
straight
I mean,
up aliens.
As as things like this go, right? You know, people we've had a lot of people talking about here recently is like, why are we doing this? We're in a war. Why are we spending money on this? So I was like, I mean, this is something that actually matters, in my opinion. This is something that furthers us as a species. This is part of the greatest endeavor in human fucking history. How could we not?
Exactly.
You know,
Yeah,
I want to know
Sasquatch
what's out
is
there.
on it. It's always the aliens. Damn right, those bastards.
Right?
So, did we talk about the space poop? We did, didn't we?
Yes, we did last week, actually. Yeah. Yeah, which is funny because they had just put out this whole call for engineers. They're paying like $3 million for a workable plan to pick up like 96 or 7 bags of poop that's been left on the moon from the previous moon missions. And of course, I mean, it's a zero oxygen environment, so it's not like that shit's been decomposing. It's just sitting there.
Not only
That
that,
shit's going to be desiccated as fuck.
it is. It's freeze dried and the best freeze dryer God ever made. I mean, it's like, I mean, is it like 7 million degrees in the light? How's the temperature on the surface of the moon in full sun?
I don't know. I don't think it's actually that warm. I think because there's no.
Well, I mean,
there's no atmosphere to retain heat.
Though.
So
you're right. But
see, I've
the
heard
rock itself being.
I've
hit
heard
by the
different
solar,
actually. Something I've heard recently was space would actually feel warm because of the amount of radiation out there. Like it wouldn't refrigerate things, but if you're caught out there or something that could be warmed up is out there, it would be constantly bombarded by radiation, so it would feel hot or potentially do the effects of being hot.
I'm looking it up because now I got to know how warm is the moon in full sunlight? Direct sunlight.
Yeah.
Oh, good God!
Radiation.
Yes,
isn't
sir.
fun.
Yes, sir.
No, we're
Listen to
talking
it.
260 degrees Fahrenheit. No, that'll kill you. Easy.
Yes,
The
sir.
human brain begins to boil at anything over 104 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah, so all those scenes in movies where like people turn into icicles and whatever, like from Guardians of the Galaxy, that should be them fucking catching fire.
Yeah, and
in
for
the
our,
shadow,
charred.
not fire, just blackening.
For
in
our
a
foreign
shadow,
compatriots, that's 127 degrees Celsius.
Right. Now check it out in the shade.
Okay, now I'm gonna look at it in the shade because it's got to get cold as fuck, right?
It'll be like negative 210 or something.
I think you have to get out to like.
Yeah.
I think you'd have to get out to like in between star systems before you start seeing people get refrigerated.
Well,
Wow.
no, just in the shade.
Dude,
Check it out.
good call. It says roughly 208 degrees Fahrenheit.
Okay.
Negative
Yeah.
208 degrees Fahrenheit.
Negative.
And but it can get to negative 410.
Well, yeah, like there's the difference there is, and this is kind of fucked up because
Wait,
it
where?
doesn't really make sense. In the shade.
In the shade on the moon when it's not in the so basically the dark side of the moon is going to be a way past popsicle.
Right. Well, but here's the thing.
That's where they're.
The difference in heat
Nope,
there.
can't make that joke. Can't make that
The
joke anymore,
difference in
sadly.
heat there is literally
I'll type it in-
standing
I'll type
in
it
the
in the
sunlight
behind-the-scenes
versus
chat.
standing behind a rock, right? As long as the light is not directly hitting you, you're at negative fucking 208 degrees or whatever it said.
Indeed,
But when you get around to the dark side of the moon where you're way far away from the edges of the light.
Sorry, I just read Shadow's fucking comment in the private chat.
But why?
Where they're storing Mecha Hitler.
Yeah, of course it is. No, that
Now
was my
Sam,
comment.
now
I
Sam
said
has
that.
said it. I am
Yes.
free of all potential issues of having made such a joke.
So we could basically say anything and just attribute it to Shadow.
Yeah. It's like,
So,
oh my God,
I got a
he's putting
question.
things in there that are pro-tranny.
This brings up a question.
What's all this Holocaust stuff?
If we have AI Mecha Hitler,
I mean, the fact that y'all just said you could just say things to get me in trouble means anything that you say that I said is not verifiably something I said.
There you
Yeah,
go,
but it
you're off
doesn't
the
mean
hook
that
for
it
all
isn't
time.
something you said either. So
I see a problem.
Schrodinger is something I said.
we're not going for like definitive, like, you know, tearing you down, man. We're just looking for that seed of doubt.
Yeah.
Oh, that
We
seed
want
of
you
doubt
to
already
doubt yourself.
exists. That seed of
You know.
doubt already exists.
we plant it, we care for it, we water it, we feed it, and we expect it to grow.
Just talk to any of my buddies. They just need to talk to like any of my buddies, and they would
But I got a
immediately
question.
know how bad of a human being I am.
And I think Abe might be the one to answer this.
Like hell, my roommate would throw me under the bus immediately.
42.
Probably, maybe, possible. But
What's
if
your
we
question?
have AI Mecha Hitler in the internet, and we have actual Mecha Hitler on the moon, and we have zombie Hitler in Antarctica, and old man Hitler in Argentina, what happens when they all decide to do
you
the
guys
thing?
Well, in the private chat, Shadu just said it's going to be fucking awesome.
I cannot hear Squatch. I'm gonna hop out.
It's because he's no. You're fine. He's muted.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay, well, I asked like, can you guys hear him? And I didn't get a response, so I assumed you guys were able to hear him.
Yep. No, we didn't hear you ask that question because we were too busy laughing at you putting like horrendous, like new Holocaust shit in the chat.
And do not listen to Andy Pickle.
What did Andy say?
Well, that's just good advice.
Watch Shadu running a D&D game for his, and you'll know what he's made of. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. That's fair.
Hey, Shadu, what's all this shit about the Anunnaki?
So, you know what is funny, though?
Planet X and Jew stuff. Christ.
Nibiru.
Nibiru. It's Nibiru.
Nibiru
Bitch,
too.
don't even. I'm from the
I only
south.
know those
It's
things
whatever the
because of a
fuck I
freaking
say it
Scooby-Doo
is.
cartoon.
You know, I'm not so much on the Nibiru train. I think we're a lot more likely to get something like.
I think that there is a batch of like random rocks we run through every now and then around that time period. I don't think it has shit to do with an extra planet or moon or rogue anything.
What, Abdul Jihad?
Well, that's a whole other can of worms, and it's interdimensional, so no.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I'm usually the one that takes us to that place, man. What the fuck? You step on my Kool-Aid, motherfucker.
Yeah, Shadu. Christ.
Hey, I'm sorry that I brought up your boss.
Boss. It's cute that you think it works like that.
Precious.
Fucking Andy Pickle. Old mind Nibiru.
Right. So, but anyway, point being, I think this mission is important. Number one, because it gets us back the fuck out there, right?
Yeah.
Which is awesome. Number two, this sets the stage for future missions back to the actual fucking moon. And honestly, I was, what was that? I think it was a discussion or a debate panel you were on not too long ago, Sasquatch, where somebody was saying, and it might even have been Joe Cooler was talking about this. I don't remember exactly, but that Mars is unrealistic if we don't conquer the moon first.
Yes.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That might have been me.
I 100% agree with
It
that.
could have been you. It could have been you. And I think this gets us on the path to doing that. If we can,
It's a useful stepping stone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Well, I
it's
mean,
not just
it'd be a much better
it-
staging area too, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's not just
Right,
a useful
so-
stepping stone. I would argue that our current level of technological development, with just how slow our spacecraft would be, and how expensive it would be to break atmosphere, you would need the moon because just
That's what
if
I'm
you're
saying.
having to, because when you're operating with the moon, you'd be able to make a larger vessel due to the lower gravity and the
Technically,
lack of atmosphere would allow you
you
just to
don't
kind of like
really
kick off
want-
the moon a lot easier than leaving the Earth. Plus, the moon
Tech-
has its own metal deposits. It's got that He3, I think, or the helium 3 that would make a good
Helium
fuel
3.
source. Yeah, helium 3, which would make a good fuel source for any sort of craft we want to make. So right there, you have the means to produce ships. You have the ability to make larger ships, which means bigger engines, more storage space for supplies, and you have the means to actually fuel them.
Mhm.
And then and then pretty much anything you need from Earth, like water or food, you can either grow by making a hydroponics farm or mine on the moon
Mhm.
itself. So
you're
Yeah.
not wrong.
there's
but
no reason not to
he
use the
can't hear
moon as
me.
a gas station effectively. Plus, if you slap a couple rail guns on it, you control the airspace around
Mhm.
Earth, and no one else is allowed to leave without your consent.
Oh, we've already got satellites for that.
Yeah, but railguns strapped to the moon are even better, especially since the recoil would be a lot more controlled.
Ha 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 ha.
But he can't hear me, so it doesn't matter. I'm just not in the conversation because when I start talking, he thinks there's a gap.
Right? I'm assuming Shadow heard all of that.
Capri.
Yeah.
What did I hear? I heard laughter. That's about it.
Oh, so you actually can't hear anything.
You can't hear me.
No shit. That's legit.
Are you fucking liars? Okay, let me hop out and then I'll hop back in. You liars.
I thought he was kidding.
No, dude, he's
So
dead serious. I mean, usually when there's a silence and he's done, if somebody fills that silence, he'll let it happen, right? But nobody, because I was talking, y'all didn't say anything. He didn't hear nothing, so he was like, and some other stuff.
I just thought he was being extra rude.
Yeah.
Can you hear him now?
Squatch speak.
Speaking.
Okay, yes, I can hear him now.
Good dog.
There we go.
Okay, good.
I just thought you hated me.
So now,
Well, that's a separate issue.
I hate people, and you are people, so
I'm Sasquatch,
marginally.
Yeah, I wouldn't go that far.
So
you're giving me a lot of credit there, brother.
Hold up here. Okay, so everything you said was nominally correct, though, Shadu. So, but Sasquatch did have a counterpoint that you kind of like steamrolled right the fuck over because you couldn't hear him.
Lagrange points. We're taking the moon. We're going to build on the moon specifically to have access to Lagrange points, and I think it would be handy to have one with a space station hanging out in it that's halfway between here and the moon, and the other one be used to build our local solar vehicles, not anything interstellar, because that's not where we're at yet. First, we got to figure out the H3 conversion, and then we might be able to do some interstellar shit.
Indeed. I mean, there's going to be obviously significant obstacles to making that shit work, but that should be where the focus is. And like Musk, for example, is all in on this Mars thing, but he isn't thinking about the moon. Like, I think somebody brought it up once and he's like, oh yeah, that's a good idea. And then he's never said anything about it since. He's just like, oh, we got to get
that's on someone else's plate.
Yeah.
Yeah. He hasn't
He's not
tendency to
worried
do
about it
this.
because someone else has already done it, as far as like the designs and everything. We got, dude, them boys with the slide rules and the horn rim glasses back in the 60s, they designed everything we needed to do all of this shit. We just got to go find it in the Library of Congress.
Sure. Sure.
Or you
And
can
we
read a
have-
Heinlein
and we
novel.
He's
And
a
we have to fund
supreme
them.
delegator.
And we have to fund the money in the budget for it.
That's
Okay,
usually
so-
the biggest problem.
So the moon,
Yeah.
the moon. We can't live there. What we would do is set up, I don't know, 2 month, maybe 3 month deployments, and you'd go and spend, a week getting there, 2 months serving, and then a week back.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you got home, you'd end up with 6 or 8 months of PT to get back up to walking weight.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Well,
keep that in mind. That
and
is
that's-
not a colony. That's different.
Well, and that's the other major issue with like colonizing another world, particularly one with a different mass than ours, right? Is like we go to Mars, every one of those people, they can't ever come home. They're if they are successful in establishing a colony, their
Yeah.
descendants can't ever come to Earth. They will be crushed.
Well, it'd
Slowly,
be like the
in fact.
Expanse, wouldn't
And
it?
it'd be horrendous for them. Yeah.
You got like the
and-
Belters who are tall and thin.
And those guys live in practically 0G all the fucking time, and they have
Yeah.
zero resistance to any kind of like Earth norm gravity. Like it would kill them.
Yeah.
And the
Yeah,
longer
even
you're
their organs
this-
can't handle the gravity.
look, and this isn't even like an expanse thing. Like this is a real thing that real astronauts have to fucking go through and have since we started
Yeah.
going up there. The longer you're in space, like the people who were stuck on the ISS for like way longer than they were supposed to be before Musk sent a ship up to get them, they have to acclimate and repressurize for a very fucking long time before they're able to even, be reintegrated into Earth norm anything.
Well,
You know,
this
you
is
lose-
actually
you
something
lose
the
bone
Chinese
mass.
have tried to tackle.
Yeah, you lose
On the
bone mass the
Tiangong
longer you're
space
up there.
station.
There's actually another concern there that a lot of people don't even think about. You don't realize it. Without a distinct down, your heart functions differently. And also, your bone marrow produces things like T cells, white blood cells, all of your plasma and stuff. That starts fucking up after a couple of weeks in 0G. You have to have at least, I think it's a third of a G to trigger that type of response. And so, little things like cuts start bleeding way too much. When you come back to Earth, you're way more susceptible to things like the common cold and whatnot.
Yeah, it puts a real crimp in your immune system.
Now, the moon doesn't exhibit that problem. There's enough gravity there for your blood cells and shit to actually work right. I don't know if we can reproduce, not sure what else, but you can't live there unless you're just never coming back. Just you've dedicated your entire family line and your future seed to this endeavor, at which point in time you could call it a colony, but God knows what it would grow.
So even if we successfully built like a staging area up there, like a John Dulles Airport of the solar system or some shit, you would have to frequently rotate out personnel in order to keep them from succumbing to all kinds of horrible shit.
I mean,
do you think 200 years from now, Mooners are going to be like, these fucking immigrants from Earth?
They're called loonies.
Stick of them.
Sir, read your headline. Moon is a harsh mistress. Come on. That's a very good example. That is a perfect example of how to colonize the moon. They used it as a prison colony. And the people that went there had to work to help make the oxygen and make the space and make the hydroponics and all of that stuff work. And then
because if they didn't, they were dead.
Yeah, they were dead. Yeah. They had no choice. And so
we did it with Australia.
Once it becomes a functional, viable colony, of course, they start trying to push for unionization and stuff like that. But it's still a penal colony. Every person there was sentenced here, even the warden.
Yeah.
So
see, I was just about to say, what Sam's discussing only really matters if you care about the people you're sticking up there. If you're, for whatever reason, you don't care about the people that you have maintaining everything, then you can basically just do whatever you want so long as it makes money. Like that was, using the Expanse example, that was what kicked off the OPA. The fact that all the corps on Earth were just focused on the resource expenditure and not the people living out there. They were doing evil shit to the Belters, which gave the Belters legitimate points. Because
colonial exploitation.
Worse than colonial exploitation, I would argue. Like this was straight up like Leopold's Congo level shit.
Yeah, that's a rough period of history, bro. For people who don't know, don't look it up because it'll make you feel bad for being white.
No, it won't, because that was only one specific section. That was only one colony for a short period of time. And if anyone blames that, I'm evil because of one man, then they're a fucking moron.
I agree, but at the same time, what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to take Sasquatch's statement there. If I can get my shorts working correctly again, I'm going to take Sasquatch's statement there, and then I'm just going to cut you off right after you say, no, it won't. And that'll be the short.
That's the short.
Okay.
No, it won't.
Okay. I'm fine with that.
That's going to be beautiful.
What can I say? We're good at genocide.
Dude, see, that's the thing, though. That's not what he was there doing. He was just trying to build some shit. He just didn't care how many people it hurt and was perfectly willing to go out with more guns and get more people to build more shit.
Just get out of the fucking way.
So, if the people managing the colonization of space, you just genuinely view human beings as nothing more than a vehicle for the manipulation of resources and the creation of harvesting components, as well as the maintenance of said harvesting components, then you will see some of the most despicable and evil things ever in human history committed.
I think the fact that they're outside of the jurisdiction of every nation on Earth is going to contribute to that somewhat.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, even if there is jurisdiction from those nations, if the nations also are of a moral ethic where they don't care, then you'll still see the evils done. I mean, look at
dude. If we're just building it, if we're just now, if like say we get to that point where we start building the thing and we're using all these like let's call them undesirables to do so, right? Then I mean, at that stage, whatever evil shit their taskmasters are doing to them is completely unpunishable because we don't yet have the ability to enforce anything, jurisdiction or no.
Look, you can't make an omelet without breaking a few eggs.
Or cartons.
Of course, Abe. As we all know, American imperial. Nope, I can't quote that. I can't
Stop
fucking
it,
quote
sir.
that.
Stop it.
No.
But if you'll write it in the back chat, I'll quote him.
Right?
What's this thing that he's put in the chat about Pax Americana?
That was me, sir. Manifest globalism, unite, man.
I mean, I don't think that's so much political as it is patriotism, but sure.
So that is kind
What's
of
all this
political
United
nowadays.
States of Earth shit, Shadow? Christ.
Right?
I would
Yet
I
again,
would
sir,
never.
that was me.
I would never.
I just read it.
Yeah, I can't go there, bro. I'm too southern.
I fucking will.
Good girl.
That is not an original thought. That is from Maxor. Just to clarify.
Well, first of all, Max Orr's videos
Yeah,
are hilarious. If
yeah,
you haven't seen him, they are epilepsy-inducing and hysterical. Secondly, the quote is, American imperialism is completely justified because we've had a black president once.
God, I hope Joe Cool's in the chat right now.
That's what Shadow said, allegedly.
Allegedly. My favorite English word.
Like, if you guys haven't watched his Bloodborne review, right, you need to watch his Bloodborne review. It is fucking hysterically funny. Like, he talks about imagine a world that's set in like if Italy was written by H.P. Lovecraft, it would be populated with immigrants and air conditioning and squids. This has none of those except the squids.
Yeah,
It's true. What's up, Ren? Just say it in Latin. No, ma'am. Not actually. That would be worse.
Yeah, it would be. It would be much worse
because of a specific word.
Yep. Oh man, but like the point is baby steps or not, I believe that this is a step in the right direction for the species.
Baby steps are better than none.
Let alone. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like watching this launch is people ask why we're proud to be Americans. That's fucking why. That right there.
Well, we were also responsible for Debbie Does Dallas, but I get where you're coming from.
Also proud of that.
Swings and roundabouts.
But no, it's because of American ingenuity and our pioneer spirit and all that, all of which has been put on the back burner for 100 fucking years. We need to get that shit back, and this is how.
Yeah.
You want to know why I think that is? Why we lost our pioneer spirit? Why we lost our warrior ethos?
Conquest. We dispensed with conquest and conquered by committee.
Nope, it's actually more insidious.
Uh-oh.
Okay, hit us.
Democrats.
What's this thing in a private chat about the 6 million number, Shadow?
We became civilized. We became exactly the same as the Europeans. There's no desire for expansion. There's no desire to see what lies on the next horizon. We became just as content as those freaking wine drinking.
We got comfortable.
Yeah, we got comfortable. We got civilized, just like those freaking.
I propose that we actually lost World War II.
I'm not walking into that again. I am not walking into that again.
I'm just saying.
You. Fuck you. I'm not walking into that again.
Good job.
And we'll quote Shadow: "The people who won the war were the bankers."
Switzerland.
Actual quote.
Switzerland.
Confirmed.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
I mean, also, by the way, chat, whether you're in Sasquatch's chat or mine, if you go to my short section and scroll down a little ways, it's in there. It is on record, and it's staying up.
Who's eating the fucking cookies? Which one of you bitches is eating biscuits and has been for 30 minutes?
It should do.
Stop it. Mute or something, bro. That's just driving me crazy.
Stop it. Get some help.
I was drinking water. I was eating
Oh,
earlier,
you're just
but I had my
crinkling. You're
right.
crinkling the fucking. You're just like twisting and crinkling the bottle. Yeah.
He's just like these motherfuckers.
I had a Nature's
Honestly.
Valley crunchy. I had a granola bar, but I muted for that. I was just drinking water.
Honestly, it sounds like you're making a bitch out of tinfoil.
Sasquatch gets it. Then I'm making a bitch out of tinfoil.
Don't Newt. Yeah, that was one of those things you probably shouldn't have repeated. In this case, bitch is slang for a thing with which to smoke meth.
Mm-hmm.
I am not doing that. Fuck you for making me walk into a trap.
You really need to get up on your Urban Dictionary there, bro.
Right? There's black people in your platoon, right? Ask them.
Wait, are there? In my previous platoon, there were. I don't know.
Jesus.
I'll need to check the roster. I'll need to check the roster and see if any of them got filtered into us.
Fucking hell.
That might have been a little far. It's just a
I
joke.
almost feel like we need Larry on the panel right now to just pop in and say, no, that was fine.
Oh, he's not going to say that was fine. He doesn't really appreciate that sort of thing. So, black crackheads, I mean, he doesn't appreciate them. Yeah.
Who would appreciate them?
I'm sorry, I just love it. I'm so happy that I have it.
Right? So, but no, this is a good thing. Baby steps are not. I mean, I think everything's got to be that way, and especially with something that's as engineering intensive and prone to fucking disaster as space travel.
Well, that is the thing. What was it they said about the Moab being a million miracles in a row? Because everything has to work just right, or it just hits the ground as a big lump, turns into wreckage.
Indeed.
But that's kind of the same thing.
What's up, Devil? Welcome in.
What's up, man?
So, yeah.
Yo.
I thought I smelled something foul.
Oh, you've been keeping up on the Artemis launch?
No, what's that?
It's only the first manned mission out towards the moon since 1972. It's been half a fucking century since we did something like this.
Don't you think it's weird how many people don't know about it?
Right? Where was the publicity for this thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't heard anything.
It is not the most recent celebrity drama from Hollywood. It is not something about a war being fought, and it's not some political scandal.
Yeah, everybody knows about Katy Perry bouncing off the atmosphere and calling herself an astronaut, but they don't know about this actual fucking mission with actual trained astronauts.
Yeah, because people don't care anymore.
Yeah, it's old news. I mean, when they first started seeing people in space, it was all like, "Oh my god, I can't believe they're actually able to do this." Now it's all like, "Oh look, you know, X puts a rocket up every 2 days." It seems like it's just space isn't
they put a rocket up every 2 days, but they are not going this far out. They are not doing what these people are fucking doing. And the reason NASA stopped doing this back in the day, back in the 90s, was because of a series of disastrous launches, not least of which was the Challenger in 86 or 87, I forget which.
But that's what I'm saying is it's become second old hat for everyone. It's just it's not exciting anymore once it happens.
Not for the new generation.
It's the sheer arrogance of a species that's just like, oh yeah, wow, space.
Yeah,
I actually disagree. I think it's more of, so if you break it down like a generational level, you have like the boomers just don't care about anything aside from like their immediate pleasures. Then you have Gen X, and Gen X are like trying to keep the framework of society together, so they can't really focus on anything else.
But we're about to give up.
Yeah, millennials and Gen Z are, at this point, from what I've seen of gas prices and grocery bills, are barely holding on. Gen Alpha and Gen Beta are iPad babies and don't care about anything they don't see on TikTok. So it's a case of that the vast majority of people don't live in a situation where either A, they're incentivized to look at the launch, or B, are in a position to look at the launch because they have to focus on their reality. And reality for most people is only what is in their immediate vicinity.
Yes, I agree with Gen the higher gens and stuff, wherever the hell they are. I agree with that. But with the younger ones, the fact is they get more excited about hearing about a new app than they do about this kind of stuff. It just doesn't interest them. It's just, like I said, it's just they grew up with us already being in space. It's
The
nothing
problem-
new to them.
I don't
It's
think
not
it's
impressive.
It's that exactly. I think you're on the kind of the right track there, but I think that it has to do with the fact that we've had screwed up priorities as parents and haven't taught them how amazing fucking miracles are.
Yeah. Like,
And how many of
it's
them, like
terrible.
you were saying about the Moab Sasquatch, how many miracles go into making something like this happen, right?
Yeah.
Making a new app, sure, and it could be an engineering feat, great, but I can do that. I can't fucking build a rocket and fly it to the dark side of the moon. That's an amazing
Well,
fucking
it's
thing.
terrible how blasé these things have become to people.
Yeah.
Without truly understanding what a miracle almost everything is.
I also will grant you that some of the younger generations didn't live through that period where NASA basically shelved the entire space program because of a series of horrendous fuck-ups. And
Yeah.
me as a young man at the time, or a young boy at the time, I was fucking heartbroken by that.
Yeah.
Like a lot of young kids, all I ever wanted to do was see the stars. And the fact that the very people who were capable of making that happen were given the fuck up was a big deal at the time. And now they're picking that mantle up again, and they're it looks like they're going to make a real go of it. This is exciting to me. It's very exciting to me, and I think it should be to everybody on Earth.
I'm reminded of a really, really good Alex Jones rant. Which it's a positive one. It's basically him kind of bridging the gap between science and religion. The whole his view of exploration of space being that God has a bunch of little presents scattered across the universe, and through science we can find them. I'll see if I can pull it up.
Yeah.
It's a really hopeful.
Turning the aliens gay.
I mean, somebody's got to do
it. Somebody's got to do it.
Through science, we will find them. Through science, we will bind them.
And in the darkness,
we will grind them.
I lost it. Grind on them, baby.
I have get the space skin.
I have discovered. I have discovered the greatest thing ever.
Oh shit!
I'm gonna need.
Yes,
you
Tweety
to
Bug.
bring this up.
Aliens.
Galians.
They're ATL Galians.
The only thing about this whole thing I have heard is they were doing an interview, and one of the freaking press was trying to bait the freaking black astronaut into being all like,
yeah, that was dumb shit.
Yeah, and he's all like, look, I get it, and I appreciate that there might be a little black kid that gets all, is happy to see me up there. He's all, but I hope one day we can get the fuck over this, essentially. And she,
yeah,
it's like, get owned.
Yeah.
Private chat, Shudu. Private chat on StreamYard.
Right. Also, I got something special backstage.
Fine, I'll move it.
I'm just saying, I'm not going through fucking 2 other apps to pull this up.
Fine, hold on. I'm pulling it up.
I'm already there.
There you go. I got your get your panties out of a bunch. There you go.
He's getting kind of cocky since he got in the military.
Yeah, it's the bars on his shoulder.
It's certainly not the balls that finally dropped. Egg.
All right. Oh, it's not quite up yet. All right.
Yeah, I got. We'll get to that. Oh my god, dude! Oh fuck!
Oh
no, I want to do this first.
We'll do this.
This is actual footage of them trying to get to the moon.
How are we looking over here?
All systems look good, sir.
Pressure's holding steady?
Pressure is adequate.
When can we reestablish video link?
Video link should be coming through any time now, sir.
It's exciting, isn't it?
Certainly is, sir.
We going to the moon!
Yeah, moon, baby! Here we come!
Woo! Who's going to the moon?
We going to the moon!
Apollo 11, this is Houston. How's everything going up there?
Things are going awesome. We're on our way to the moon.
Yeah, right now we are talking to you while we're on our way to the mother moon.
I think this is a reasonable response.
I mean, I agree. This is why I think there's way more space sex than people admit.
You know?
All right. I love the little icon over here, the little gallon of PCP. If you've never seen that clip, where have you been all your life? Right. All right, this is what Shadow was wanting to abuse us with, and of course, you already know how this is going to go.
I am a human supremacist. I am a human supremacist. That term will be the future war with the robots and the AI. What you're hearing now is the entire future and everything they tried to stop us from doing. Our supremacy will not end with this planet. We will people the stars. We will colonize. We will green dead worlds. We will go interdimensional. We will unlock the secrets of the universe. God has laid them out like Christmas presents for his children. And I am extremely honored to be in the fulcrum and the heart of the fight to bring our race, the human race, in a race for the future. I am honored to be here. And we will break the enemy. We will break the pedophiles. We will break the Satanists because God already sent his own self down here to show us he could do it. God would never ask us to go through an obstacle course he wouldn't go through. And now we're going to go through what Christ did. And we're going to go through it, and we're going to be destroyed, but reborn on the other side. I am a human.
I don't know that Alex would be cool with his voice being paired with space Muslims, but sure.
Yeah, I forgot about that last half. I'm not going to lie. My main focus was on the first bit in the middle where he's like, we will go interdimensional. We will colonize dead worlds. We will discover the secrets of the universe.
Yeah, you heard supremacy and you got hard. We understand.
I know how that goes, dude. But people ask me sometimes why we should even bother messing around in space, and I tell them God's very first commandment was to go forth and multiply, and that is beyond all others.
Be fruitful and multiply.
Be fruitful and multiply. Yes.
Yeah, which also, by extension, means that getting a vasectomy is a sin.
Yes.
I'm just laying that out there.
Cool.
Yeah. It's like a set of nuts on the table to be sliced off.
Yeah.
Or break the table.
I commit offense my wife to never spill seed.
Right. Every sperm is sacred. Speaking of Monty Python.
Except the one I leave on my leg.
I got a joke for you. Why did the sperm cross the road? Because I put on the wrong sock this morning.
I think you told me that one before, but it's still funny.
I have, but it's a good one, and nobody could ever remember it.
Yeah. Oh man, I mean, it's like my best cross the road joke is like, why did the dead frog cross the road? Because it was stapled to the chicken.
I'm sorry, I know all of these, but if we're going to be doing a cross the road joke, my favorite cross the road joke ever was there was a duck standing in a crosswalk waiting for the light to change, and just as the light changed, a chicken jumped out from behind the trash can and screamed, "Don't do it! They'll never let it go! Let it go!"
Yeah. Oh man, no, but this is like a big deal. This is, I don't know. We got all this petty bullshit and you know, all these people killing each other en masse for stupid fucking ideological reasons across the globe, and all of that nonsense doesn't ultimately matter. Long term, none of it matters. But if we can establish our species on other worlds, that will matter.
So about those Lagrange points, we have like 4 to choose from. Actually 6, but and then there's a couple involving the sun that we could use. But the reason they're so important is because you can launch from Earth and go to the same Lagrange point that you launch from the moon and go to. And from the moon, it's like a sixth of the cost, something like that. Maybe much less if we can derive materials from the moon in the first place. Then building a large enough ship to make a trip to like Mars or Europa or wherever you want to go, because that's what it's going to take to get to Mars with a reasonable enough crew that are willing to stay there for the rest of their entire gene's lifespan.
Yeah.
Because your choice is you either send a ship capable of simulating gravity to enough effect that the people who return are capable of getting out of it and walking around on Earth and surviving, or you send a ship that has a capability of making enough gravity for them to get out on Mars, walk around and survive. You don't really have two choices on that. If you don't do either, the people that go there won't be able to survive on Mars because the gravity will be too strong.
Yeah, well, I mean, and that's the only possible way that we have of simulating gravity or of artificial gravity, right? Which isn't a thing, is actually not artificial gravity, it's inertia, right? And that's basically you take a big barrel, you spin it fast enough so that things stick to the inside.
Mm-hmm.
And that's essentially it. And in order to build something like that in the first place, we'd have to build it at the very least in orbit, because it'd be too big to fucking break atmo on Earth.
That's how we get Babylon 5.
Well, I was fixing to say, the way you accomplish that, at least according to Arthur C. Clarke and Robert Heinlein, is you set up a space station of significant size between the Lagrange point 1 and the moon, and you cycle back and forth from Earth to the space station until it's kitted out. Once that's kitted out, you have enough fuel, enough power, enough food, enough stuff to launch from there to the moon, which is a totally different type of mission because you're essentially falling to your destination. You use very little fuel on your way down. It's actually landing that's fuel consumption. But you also have to drop enough fuel on the moon to launch at least your first vehicle back up. And whatever the first batches of things, and personally, I think it should be a tunnel boring machine is what we're looking for. And somewhere to set it down so that we can assemble it and just launch it straight into a wall, right?
You know,
once you get it in rock, you can kind of.
That's actually something that I hadn't considered too. Was if hollowing out like a series of tunnels instead of colonizing the surface of the moon, colonizing underneath it, sort of like Ceres in The Expanse,
or Mars in The Expanse.
So the way they did it in Moon is a Harsh Mistress is they did the Lagrange point thing, and then there was a war on Earth, and a whole bunch of prisoners popped up that really couldn't be put in any particular prison because the country they were from didn't exist anymore. And it was decided that since we just established a spreading colony on the moon, that we would Australia their asses. And later it became not just war criminals, but also political prisoners. And later it became not just political prisoners, but people who stole fruit off the street. And later it became white collar criminals and politicians and shit. And that's when the moon really went to hell. It's when they started sentencing politicians up there. Go read the book. I'm dead serious. Like there about 2 months before the start of the book, there was the first round of not political prisoners, but politician prisoners, people who were taken out of office actively and sent to the moon.
Mm-hmm.
So Andy's asking me to explain inertial dampers. Okay, short answer: they don't exist. They're not possible.
Not a thing.
Long
but
answer is that you put enough springs on a thing, you got shock absorbers. It's basically the idea.
Well, the idea of inertial dampening is something that stops you from stopping before you have to stop. I know that doesn't make any sense. It negates the need for springs. It's not springs. Springs absorb the inertia.
The inertial dampener
removes it.
Yeah, earthquake-proof skyscrapers, for example, or shock absorber cars.
Yeah,
that's about it.
Shock
That's
absorbers. That's it. That's the only physical components we have. Now we have electromagnetic shit that does similar stuff, but here's the problem. If you put a human body inside that thing, you have the same problem you have with the shock absorbers and stuff. The human body still feels the inertia.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
yeah, that's why you have to have like a certain amount of physical conditioning to fly a fighter jet, for example, is because once you hit certain levels of G's, the strain that it puts on the human body is unfucking real. And the faster you go, the higher that strain is. Yeah, we're not at a position for that to be a thing yet.
We could be. You're just concerned about keeping the monkey alive.
Dude, that's the thing. The monkey needs to live.
That's kind of the whole point of the process.
It's literally the point. If we send
if we weren't concerned with it, we wouldn't need to pursue this technology at all.
You don't need the whole monkey. You just need the brain to control the thing.
See, that's where you're wrong. Jizzman's in space.
I mean,
this sounds like a segue into something Gabriel Torch would do.
It would be if I had a Gabriel Torch video this week, which I don't.
Just rip out the brain and the nervous system and the bare minimum necessary to keep it alive, and then stick it into the thing.
But here's the thing: is that it's still an organic brain. It's still susceptible to the same shit it would be in a monkey's body.
That brain still experiences inertia.
Right, but it'd be easier to correct than having to keep the whole body alive.
It's made of cholesterol, bro.
You get past a certain speed, it's just gonna splat, and then it's useless.
I feel like we should try this a couple times first.
We did.
We did.
I think we got this in the first place.
Clearly,
what was the name of the damn dog? Lycos.
Yeah.
Clearly, we haven't tried it enough.
You need to watch a movie called Project X with Matthew Broderick. Not the stupid party movie that came out a couple years ago. This came out in the 80s. Watch Project X.
There are a lot of movies you tell me to watch.
Yes.
And many of them I have still yet to do.
I know.
Well, just fucking black book them things, dude. They're good advice. I second that. Watch Project X, the Matthew Broderick one, not the party movie from a couple of years ago.
I'll just watch Project Morningstar again.
I mean, okay. You can do that too, I guess. But the reason I bring up Project X is because it directly references experiments on monkeys to engender space travel. That's like
Lawnmower Man. Here's another one.
Yeah.
In that case, it was trying to create an intelligent monkey for a soldier, but at the same time, the purpose of that soldier was to go into space. So,
to clarify, I don't mean actual literal monkeys, like rhesus monkeys. I mean humans. I'm using the expanse slang. Monkeys and microwaves. Just to clarify.
But we get there by using rhesus monkeys and dogs first, and rats.
See, that's animal cruelty. I say we skip that part and just immediately go to human experimentation.
And prisoners.
Just do American experimentation, human experimentation.
I saw this incredible documentary once. It was called a 1992 space movie.
I know exactly what you're referencing. No one Google that. Absolutely no one Google that. Absolutely no one Google that.
Everyone.
Sam.
Google.
Do not read the title on stream, Sam.
Fantastic documentary.
Yeah.
Like actually,
space movie. Oh, that's
you're welcome.
Yeah. I'm not reading that out loud.
No.
Yeah.
This time. Anywho, we've Googled it. Now what? Now what, sir? Are you Googling it right now, Sasquatch?
Just stop it. Get some help, bro. I got video. Put up the video.
Put up the video. Let's put up the video. This is awesome.
That's pretty fucking cool.
But the earth is flat. And the rocket is CGI. clouds are holograms.
Did you fall?
Burbs don't
Okay.
real.
Unfortunately, we're using it to protect our Timberwolf. This is as good as the video gets as far as size goes.
Yeah, it's transferred from TikTok, so it's all vertical.
Yeah.
And all it is a shoestring into the sky with a little light on top.
Yeah, but it's this is basically an aerial view from a plane of the launch. Which is just
you imagine that captain. If you look on the right side of the cabin, you'll definitely see the Artemis 2 spacecraft now launching for spaces unknown.
Yeah.
When the nukes start flying, this is exactly what they'll look like.
Well, I mean, a rocket's a rocket, man.
Yeah.
You know, they'll pretty much behave in the same way.
Well, to quote von Braun, the project went flawlessly, but landed on the wrong planet.
Yep.
Yeah. Of course, he then went along with all the other shit that came after, so, you know. But yeah, he had dreams of reaching the stars, too. That's why he built the V2. Which was, if I remember right, the first successful rocket.
A V1.
Was it?
The V1 was successfully launched. It just wasn't a very good weapon.
No.
It certainly was no Wunderwaffen.
But the V2. The V2.
The V2, on the other hand, actually had bodies. Like, it caught bodies, yes.
Oh, yeah. We used to call them doodle bugs.
Yeah. Call them screaming babies.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a sight, man. That would be a strange thing to see that high up. Yeah.
Something come up from the ground and down to, like, well, just right by you.
Well, if you think about it, like back in the day, back in the 80s and 90s and stuff, every time they had a launch, like air traffic would be cleared for like a couple 100 miles around just in case, right?
Yeah.
And all that. So I don't know that there may have been somebody who's seen this before, but there's certainly nobody who had filmed it before.
Private airplane? Only
No,
military.
Not from that angle.
Only military.
Not that's publicly available.
Right.
So I mean that's kind of a hell of a thing we just witnessed there. And also, yeah, fuck flat earthers. You guys are idiots.
Yeah, Minecraft got it right. The earth is a cube.
Yeah, it's certainly not flat. I don't know if it's a ball necessarily, but it is not flat.
The earth is actually a disc held up by elephants standing on a turtle.
Right. And you can't lie to me, it's turtles all the way down.
Dude, I can't believe how much that firmament nonsense came back in the last 50 years. Right? The whole like, oh yeah, well they're not going to space. They can't go to space because there's a whole layer of solid shit there. And God put it there to stop us from doing anything stupid and reckless like this. Like, no, he didn't. Come on. I don't know. I don't get it. It's not a thing. But this here, so this is the projected flight path, right? Which is obviously an AI graphic, but that is the projected flight path. Essentially, they take off and then they encircle the Earth like twice, I think, and then shoot out in the figure 8 and return to Earth, just to get some pictures of the dark side. Which is going to be interesting because, again, no human in history has seen the dark side of the moon. Not even the, fucking 11 missions that actually landed there. None of those guys.
Lighting it or LiDARing it? I mean, haven't we LiDARed it before?
We might have sent a probe out that way, but it would have kept going. So like the Voyager 2, for example, would have probably passed. But it would have just kind of kept going. And frankly, the stuff we were getting back from like fucking Jupiter and Neptune and shit was the more exciting thing.
It's crazy that you did not say V'ger's name correctly.
That's because V'ger isn't a thing until it becomes fucking sentient and comes back.
likely story.
Did you
Also,
not
how did
watch that movie?
No, I did. Also, how did it survive the Borg?
It didn't have anything to do with the Borg. That's fucking fan theory headcanon bullshit.
Right? No. But didn't it come from the Gamma Quadrant, or is that the fan theory shit?
It's the fan theory shit.
Okay, because I thought it was canon that it had come from the Gamma Quadrant.
No, they never really specify like where it ended up. They just assume, given what V'ger says, that it found a civilization of intelligent machines that saw it as like an infantile version of themselves and decided to soup it up and send it home.
Yeah. Well, that can't possibly be the Borg because the Borg are cyborgs, not machines.
Yeah. You are correct.
Welcome to the conversation, Egg.
He's smart.
They touch on that in Picard, don't they?
Smart.
Kind of, but they also in the first season of Picard, they talk about a completely separate, not connected to V'ger or the Borg, race of living machines that are basically Reapers from Mass Effect that have been blatantly fucking ripped off.
Jesus.
Yep.
Except they got like tentacles
ships from Babylon 5.
Kind of, yeah, but with giant mechanical tentacles that rip planets apart.
Ooh.
Wait, are there any examples of purely synthetic races in Star Trek? Now that we're talking,
there are examples of beginnings of them.
There's a couple out there that are debatable. You've got things like Q that we don't really know what are.
Well, they talk about that though. Like the Q continuum was once as we are now. They're just further evolved.
Yeah, either mechanical or biomechanical races, that were made. And
no, the closest that you're gonna get to that is in Picard actually, because there's actually like a planet populated by fucking androids. In that, and also if you go to Deep Space Nine, there is an episode where they land on a planet, and there's a whole village there, and they're all living and breathing and having their lives and whatever, and they all think they're real people, but they're not. They're all holograms, except for the guy who created the village, who was the only living being in the area on the planet, actually.
Yeah, the rest of his family dies and stuff, so he recreates his world essentially.
Yeah, but they don't know they're holograms.
Yeah.
So they all think that they're real flesh and blood people. So there are examples of like I said, the beginnings of life like that, but they're not. It's not like they went out and they found a species of intelligent copy machines.
Yeah. It is curious that Star Trek never touched on encountering synthetic life like that, because Mass Effect does it, the Orville does it. I think even Stargate and Babylon 5 do it. So it's weird that Star Trek, like the father of this kind of science fiction.
They do, but they touch on it from a perspective of like, we're kind of creating this organic or this inorganic life now, like Data, for example.
Right.
Like the Measure of a Man is a perfect example of what I think what you're talking about is about the definition of life in as it regards
Great
to
episode.
him. But he would be the first, not the first of his kind. Obviously, Lore came first, but he would be essentially the beginning of a new race to come.
Well, I meant more of like encountering an already developed civilization of synthetics, not like not the moral question of is this a being, but rather interacting with a population that are not just utterly alien, but inhuman.
Yeah, well, they never say that there isn't anything like that out there either. They just didn't run into it yet. You got to keep in mind, all of Star Trek takes place in a very limited portion of the Milky Way galaxy.
Over a very limited time, absolutely. I meant more of it's curious that like an older franchise like that hasn't really touched on it, but then newer things like Mass Effect or Stargate did, which might be like related to the consciousness behind the creation of both of them.
Yeah. So I mean, they've run into like inorganic, non-human life that wasn't mechanical a number of times.
Yeah, like Tholians, the magma people.
Well,
those
the
guys.
Tholians are like scary spiders made of silicone. But yeah, well, those guys. But I was thinking more like the episode of TNG where they were terraforming a planet and there were microscopic silicates silicate cells that were alive, that they didn't realize were alive. They just thought was part of the fucking soil.
Yeah, I remember that episode.
You know, they kept calling them bags of mostly water. You know, ugly bags of mostly water. So yeah, the Horde is another good example, but of a creature that they thought was an animal before they found out that they were intelligent. You know, which is basically the big acid rock monster that eats holes through rock. It was an interesting concept that wasn't particularly well executed in terms of visual effects, I guess, at the time. But I mean, they were throwing styrofoam rocks at Kirk all the time, so it is what it is. But no, it isn't so. It isn't so much that they left room for the possibility of all kinds of shit. They just didn't specifically address those things because they were already addressing other things, and it was a new thing at the time.
Yeah, and that's my point. Is it's interesting that as like technology has advanced, we've shifted away from just interacting with alien cultures to we've begun discussing alternative forms of life.
Well, you also have to take into account the fact that most science fiction is human-centric, at least point of view wise.
Yeah.
Right. So anything that is written by us basically is going to revolve around us, and therefore, like, we were created by God. So anything that comes after us that is not like us, we created.
Yeah. Well, also the fact that there'll be you can only create something that you understand from your worldview. So when they're dealing with Star Trek, the reason why all the aliens were humanoid is for the same reason why all of the monsters in Flash Gordon, the original comic, were humanoid, because that's like there was a certain assumption that, hey, all life would kind of evolve this way. But as we developed it, understood the world.
No, that's not why. The reason is humans were playing the costumes, and so they had to be humanoid.
Yeah, not to mention not all the aliens were humanoid.
Yeah, like, most of that had to do with budget more than anything else, and all of that. But yeah, I kind of get what you're talking about here a little bit. But yeah, generally speaking, that's part of it is our inability to imagine life that's not like us. And part of it is our inability to wrangle up the budget to make convincing non-humanoid costumes that aren't just like a fucking prosthetic on the nose.
Or a horn
some wrinkles on the forehead,
right? Yeah. You know, like that.
She's green, dude.
Different species.
I still have dreams to bang in a green chick.
Speaking of which, I got a little bone to pick here with J.J. Abrams that has been eating at me for a while now. That for some reason didn't occur to me when I saw it in the theater. But his Star Trek remake, right? The 2009 movie, the first one that he did. Why the fuck is there an Orion in his bed at Starfleet Academy?
Right. Why would she be in the Academy?
It's she's green. It's aliens. They're diverse. I get that. I get all that bullshit. But the Orion Syndicate was an enemy of the fucking Federation.
Mm-hmm.
And
she's an obvious spy.
And the women were running that society.
To be fair, it was her bed.
No, that's not fair. It should not even be in the Academy, much less on Earth. She's a spy.
You just answered how she got there, and it was her bed.
Shouldn't have been.
He was interrogating her with his penis.
Should not have been there at
your
all.
world has to be a member of the Federation in order for you to become a member,
right,
of Starfleet.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're assuming J.J. Abrams understands the shit he makes.
No, I know he doesn't, but it's
still,
it's still. Well, you're also assuming that this alternate reality, Starfleet had morals that said they weren't pro-slavery. For all you know, the destruction of that one starship earlier than it should have been destroyed meant they became pro-slavery and brought the Orions in because they're all about slavery now.
I doubt that very much. I really do. The Orions were not good at getting along with other governments.
They're true supremacists.
They traded with the Gorn quite a bit, but both the Gorn hegemony and the Orion Syndicate eventually fail and are absorbed into the Klingon Empire, also adversaries of the Federation.
Counterpoint: What if the Orions took over the Federation banking system?
Well, they wouldn't
The
be nearly as
Ferengi would have
efficient as
something
the
to say
Ferengi.
about that.
Yeah.
That would not work, sir.
If the Orions took over the Federation banking system, then the Federation would fight wars to preserve their territory.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm saying you're using the wrong analogy because the Ferengi have a lock on that shit.
Right? And down here,
generational wealth type lock.
Counterpoint.
Nuke
The
sits.
Ferengi are just as vulnerable to manipulation as humans. More so, in fact.
To a degree. Nuxus also makes an excellent point. The Orions were xenophobic. Yeah, that's why they enslaved and sold everybody else. You know, and the big ass giant Orion dudes who were, the feared ones weren't even the ones you had to be worried about because it was the women running the show. They controlled the men with pheromones.
They're the pleasure slaves of the women.
Yeah.
I remember that episode of Enterprise. Great episode of Enterprise.
Mm.
There was a better episode of TOS about that, but yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, but no, it's just I don't know. Y'all should go watch Star Trek if you haven't watched Star Trek. There's a lot to unpack there. A lot of good stuff. But do me a favor, stop after Enterprise. Nothing that came after that is worth a damn.
The J.J. Abrams movies aren't
so
that bad compared to everything else.
Kick him.
I stand by
fixed Enterprise. I fixed Enterprise.
Did you get it uncanceled?
No. Let me tell you what I did. So I had a whole bank of Enterprise recorded on disc, like not disc to disc, but tape to tape. So I had like 5 or 15, 20 episodes, almost a whole season per tape.
What, we're talking VHS?
Yeah. And I realized one day how much, well, it was from DVD, but I realized one day how much I absolutely hated the intro song to all of those. And so to Enterprise. And so I went through and eliminated the intro tune on every single episode on those tapes.
That Squatch had something against Rod Stewart.
It's been a long day getting from there to here. Shut up. Get some help.
I was harmonizing.
I used to hate that, but it did grow on me over time.
It's because
I have it to the heart. That's the problem.
My mother loves that song.
Is
Star Trek when the original series was
break me.
I will see my dreams come alive at last. I don't like you guys defaming my favorite Star Trek. Okay, you need to stop.
Yeah, you need to stop singing because you're not good at it.
Yes, I'm aware. That doesn't mean you guys get to continue defaming my favorite Star Trek.
I love the show.
I have no problem.
Dude, it's my favorite Star Trek too. Archer is the GOAT. But
season 4 was the best.
Stop crinkling your fucking water, bro.
Please do.
Fuck
That's
you.
Irritating. All right, so after season 2, right, it was finding its feet like all the Star Treks do in the first season. Second season was getting a little better, but they seemed to sort of pick a direction, but they were flagging. They were losing viewers. They were losing the trust of the studio. And that's when they brought in the fucking Xindi arc at the end of season 2. And from that point on, that show kicked it up like nobody's business. It got good.
Yeah. Makos, bro. Makos.
Makos are based. Makos
the
are
whole
absolutely
Xindi arc,
good.
and then everything into season 4, right up till they got canceled, was really fucking solid.
Yeah, this thing about Time War shit, I wasn't into.
I kind of dug it, but at the same time, the thing that I liked about it was an actual war-footed concept for the beginnings of what became Starfleet. It involved the full breadth of a military being fielded into space.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, I didn't really have a problem with the Suliban and the temporal Cold War or anything like that. But also, even if that was something that you didn't care for, that was a holdover from the fucking pilot.
Yeah. And see, personally, I always saw the temporal Cold War as just like a plot device to make sure to like drive certain things to happen. So did it kind of suck and maybe was it lazy?
Yeah.
Possibly, yeah. But ultimately, you did get stuff like the Xindi War arc out of it. And I mean, kind of French film, but I enjoyed the journey. So
the whole reason that arc was put into effect in the first place is because of references made from the original Star Trek show, from Next Generation, from fucking Voyager and Deep Space Nine. All of these things had references to things that are beyond canon that nobody knows about, but like some random captain told a captain that told a captain, and now you've got Cisco over here who's like, back in the very beginning of Earth's tribulations into space, there was this one, and they'll tell some silly little story that makes no sense because we don't even have a space military. What are you talking about? Like, that doesn't make any sense. The Xindis were basically created from whole cloth in order to tie a bow on all of the retcons that had been done involving things that obviously changed the past.
Which is, which is one of the few times that actually works out. There's another instance in Enterprise where it completely fucks the lore that's gone before, and that's the episode Regeneration.
Oh, the Borg
my
one?
favorite? Mirror Darkly.
Yeah.
My favorite.
Well, like the whole premise of that is that it basically it's piggybacking off of First Contact, right? When the Borg Queen takes her ship back in time to Earth, right? And then they get blown up. And then, a couple of drones just fucking end up in Antarctica falling from the sky and didn't magically burn up in the atmosphere. So they get frozen, then they get revived because you can't really kill these things. They're already sort of zombies. That I don't have the issue with so much as it is implied very strongly at the end of that episode that it was their distress signal before they were destroyed that was sent to the Delta Quadrant. That's what brought the Borg here in the first place, as opposed to the episode in TNG where Q basically he's like trying to prove a point, and he's like, okay, you think you're ready for this? Encounter these motherfuckers. And that was the first time that the Borg had ever heard of Sector 001.
Mm.
It completely fucks that whole thing.
Yeah.
I'm trying.
Why the fuck is Earth Sector 001 as well? Surely shouldn't that be the Borg homeworld?
Okay, so when they start talking about Sector 001, they only start doing that after they've assimilated Picard as Locutus, and they are using his knowledge.
And 001 is where they first encountered the Borg. Right?
No, 001 is Earth.
Yeah, it didn't fucking cute. Wait, where were they when he blipped the Borg in?
He zapped the Enterprise across the fucking galaxy.
Oh yeah, it was the other way around.
Right. he took them from the Delta Quadrant and just fucking mashed them together.
No, he was just like, he's like, oh yeah, well, you think you're hot shit? Go deal with this.
Yeah, there's stuff out there you don't even know about that you can't comprehend, and he sends them out there to.
Right.
And even Q was like, don't mess with the Borg. It's a bad idea.
Yeah. Well, I think the exact phrase is just like, do not provoke the Borg.
Yeah.
But that was that Regeneration was a dumb fucking episode. They just wanted a way to put the Borg back on screen again.
Yeah.
I didn't mind it.
I did, but I'm
trying.
To stick with it.
I want to use the Borg as the primary big bad in a D&D. Jesus, in a D&D.
What is going on with your mic, kid?
I don't know, man. He's just ruining everything. Damn egg.
Yes, always. Sorry for cutting you off, Squatch, with bad mic shit.
But I used the Borg as the big bad. It was a crashed cube, and most of the parts were defunct, but they're still running around trying to assimilate people, but they don't accept magical creatures as part of it, so they just kill all the magical creatures. So when the adventurers show
magic
up
versus science?
Yeah. When the adventurers show up, they find a plane. They find a plane of absolute denuded of any intelligent life. There is nothing in this place. There's no bugbears. There's nothing above a jelly. Right? Nothing smarter than, say, a rather intelligent dog. And they adventure and run around, and it's really fucking boring until you come across this cube in the middle of a plain over here. And it interacts with you, and if you have any humans in the party, it immediately attempts to assimilate them.
Yeah.
Anyone else is either ignored or depending upon which cube you come across, it may or may not be able to take. I wrote out the whole thing. I got it in a briefcase.
Yeah.
Real quick, Red Rogue, I can appreciate your perspective, but that's an absolute statement, and I have to disagree. It's like Star Trek 4 is fucking awful. It's entertaining, but it's dumb. The whole thing is a save the whales, cover.
Lol. Right now I'm trying to think.
Double dumbass on you.
Right?
Trying to think of my favorite episode of Enterprise right now, and it's tied, I think, between Cogenitor or the one where Phlox has to make the choice. Does he give the alien race the cure to their super cancer, or does he let the Neanderthal equivalent evolve? I can't decide between those two because they both introduce really fucking interesting moral questions.
Yeah, because they're still trying to make.
Oh my god, how have we talked this long about Enterprise and not mentioned T'Pol?
Oh, I've been thinking about it the whole time.
Because
it's
I'm
not
probably
just that ass; it's all of that.
Jolene Blaylock, unit. Very excellent performance.
I love when they have to. For the first 2 seasons, they have to rub that jelly on each other every time they come back to the ship.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'd volunteer for that.
Why that existed.
It's decon jelly.
Yeah. Ball's coming back. Holy shit! Hold on.
Devil, it's all 4 seasons. They do it in every season. What do you mean?
I think they focused more on it in the first 2 seasons. After that, they start focusing more on the story they're doing than the rubbing part. But
part of that
is there is less of it. Yeah, that's fair. Well, but there is still a sizable amount.
They hijack the teleporter thing from wherever the fuck they get it, and that decons when you use it. So that's another part of the reason there's less jelly. I think so.
I don't think. No, they do it. 3. Right, no, they still have teleporters, but they rarely use them on people because they're still terrified of using them on people.
It's still dangerous.
There's that whole episode where they pull out the dude's son from the transporter space code thing. And they're all terrified of doing it. I think Hoshi has a nightmare episode because she's terrified of being teleported, thinks she's disappearing, and then it turns out, it was just a dream while you were being teleported.
One of the first examples of transporter psychosis.
Well, you know what? One of the very best example of accidents that could happen in transporters, in my opinion, is because they have had a bunch of episodes about this stuff, but the very best, because it leaves almost entirely up to your imagination, is when they're beaming the Vulcan science officer aboard in the motion picture, and something goes wrong and they lose a signal. And they call down to Starfleet Command. They're just like, do you have him? Do you have him? Because we didn't get him. Do you have him? And Starfleet Command is just like, Enterprise, what we got back didn't live long.
Right.
Yeah.
I remember that sort of.
Remember Galaxy
It's sort of like
Quest?
the Galaxy Quest, yeah. But the animal was inside out, and it exploded. Oh man, I could talk about fucking Star Trek all goddamn day, but there's a couple other things we need to get to here.
And just briefly, I do also like the way that Enterprise addressed the whole Augment and Klingon issue.
Oh, that's another thing.
They didn't. They kind of danced around it in the same way that Deep Space Nine did.
Xindi, the whole Xindi arc, that is also another part of that con, those fuckers, right? Because the experience exploring the Xindi bioculture that they had is what gave us the super tech science that we used in the later Star Trek editions.
Sure.
As far as biological sciences.
A lot of that after the war, after the Xindi war was over, the remaining factions that weren't blown to shit eventually became they became members of the Federation. So they shared that technology freely later.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to those blue bastards with the
Andorians?
Andorians.
Those guys, right?
Oh, they're still around.
Guys.
They're still around. So the 4 founding races of the Federation are Earth Terrans, Vulcans, Andorians, and Tellarites. And the Tellarites look like Ugnaughts from Star Wars.
Yeah.
And if I remember right, the in-lore reason why you don't see a lot of Andorians and Tellarites and all that shit in earlier Star Trek is that they have their own Andorian or Tellarite majority vessels, because having different species is going to have different atmospheric requirements, different work shift requirements.
And
the Andorians had a play.
The Andorians are also a militaristic race, so they have their own navy as well.
Right, they're full on. They're the best association I could give you for that is the Chiss from Star Wars. They are ascendancy.
They make the ascendancy look chill. They're more like Klingons that don't want to kill everyone, just mostly Vulcans and Tellarites sometimes. Didn't they dissolve like all the individual fleets during the original series? Like, didn't Spock lead some kind of demilitarization campaign that led to the weakness during the Romulan War?
There were campaigns to do that because it was essentially trying to create something that was more focused on peace and exploration than on military conquest. Yes, however, the Andorians did not give up their military.
So where were they during the Dominion War?
Mostly on Andoria. They didn't go out too much either.
The Andorians, first of all,
Squad.
The Andorians don't do a whole lot of exploration on a science basis. They do conquest. And when they encounter a species they judge as too problematic to conquest, they trade. It's a fallback position. First we fight, and if we can't kill you, then we trade. 3, like 800 years ago, the Andorians had a plague that wiped out like 2/3 of them. And so most of their fleets are peopled by, or captained, and upper echelon officers are Andorians, and a lot of like the Ugnaught fuckers run around fixing the ship and stuff. They have a diverse crew by necessity, not because they believe in any type of equality.
You will see Tellarites at Starfleet headquarters when they have the big meetings convened. But that's and occasionally Andorians will be there too. They usually have representatives present, if not like stationed members there. But yeah, they're not Tellarites sort of weren't that interesting, so they kind of stopped writing about them.
Well, they're mostly miners.
Yeah,
they're an underground race. They don't. They're only here as a byproduct of being a technologically advanced race that mines moons and asteroids.
And they're actually
the only reason they went into space was for more metal.
And the only reason that they became part of the Federation is because they're actually the closest world to Earth that was populated. Vulcan's not. Vulcan's a little further out, but Vulcan and Andoria are very close together. They're in neighboring star systems.
Yeah, that's why they decided to start. They encountered each other earlier during the Civ game, and I think it was the Vulcans grabbed a really good planet early on, and so it
was a moon.
Andorians. Planet, moon, asteroid, same shit.
I'm telling you, it was a moon. It was called Pajem. They regarded it as sacred, and the Andorians wanted it to be a
that's wrong.
Military listening post.
Nope. That's wrong. That's incorrect. No. That wasn't the first planet. That's not what started the warfare between the two.
Pajem is absolutely what fucking started it.
No, it wasn't. During the series, what turned up hostilities during the series was absolutely the Andorians bombing the monastery at Pajem, which was used as a listening post.
Do you really think that was the first incident on Pajem?
No, it wasn't, but the actual conflict was over a different planet that was Vulcan. No, it was Andorian, then conquered by the Vulcans, and then the Andorians were trying to take it back. I know this because it's the episode where Ambassador Saval gets shot down in like a Black Hawk Down type situation, and the Andorians need to rescue him to avoid the conflict getting worse. Or Enterprise has to rescue him, and the Andorians agree to give him back because they don't want the conflict to get worse.
Well, you're also talking about the time period. See, the Andorians are not part of the Federation yet. The Federation hasn't been formed.
Yeah. Enterprise.
Yeah. So, either way, the Andorians are kind of dicks, and that's why you don't see them too much.
And I love the guy who played the Andorian
Jeffrey
on
Combs.
Enterprise.
Yeah, Jeffrey Combs.
Jeffrey Combs. He is an absolute fucking unit in that role because he struts around. Dude, he's playing Captain Kirk. If you go and watch it, he is the Andorian Captain Kirk. He even talks with that strange pause speech.
Pink skin.
Pink skin.
Gotta get
How
away.
dare you?
Yeah, no. Jeffrey Combs is fucking amazing. He's played like 800 fucking roles in
he's a
Star Trek.
legend.
He also is in 2 movies that I have been trying to get through frequently and falling asleep to. From Beyond and Reanimator. I've seen both of them.
Is a classic.
He's
But I've
great.
been
He's
falling
great at
asleep to them
Frighteners.
lately, and it's not great for your dreams unless you're really into Barbara Crampton's tits and tentacles.
Sweet.
Yes to both.
I mean, that doesn't present a problem for me, but for some others. Anywho, we do have some other stuff to get to.
You're going to mention
right. We're
something
doing
I
a show,
want to
aren't
look
we?
at and then move on, you fucktard. How dare you? All right, we got poop. Do the poop. Toilets don't work. We got an RV going to the moon. Toilets don't work.
So this is a thing that's happening apparently, and according to a muse who does some pretty good journalism, but sometimes it's a little not so much. But apparently the toilets on the capsule going to the moon right now on Artemis 2 are not functioning properly. And what's of interest to me here is that the official plumber is a woman.
Well, that checks out.
the missions of
hold on. Who's driving?
I think it's the black guy.
Okay, we're good. We're good, G. We are good. We're definitely going to get away from this shit.
They're got hydraulics.
Right. So no, I'm funning. I think they probably had some kind of some kind of malfunction with the vacuuming system or something. But this
I'm
is
just
this
sharing
is indicative.
something that's completely unrelated.
Yeah, okay. We'll get to that in a minute. But this here, the question that he asked here is a good one though, is a serious question, right? If something as simple as the toilet isn't working, what else isn't?
Yeah, well, okay. I would like to know in what way it is not working. Because
like, did they clog it?
Right there, that's the issue here. Because the way their toilet works is kind of a vacuum.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it takes a little doing to be able to use it effectively once you hit zero G. Every astronaut has had this issue. Some of them haven't been able to do it, and that's why they have the bags with them. Which Shartimus. Because Tootie Bug's an absolute unit.
The whole thing for that one joke.
Right.
Damn it.
Tootie Bug might be my my new favorite punster on the internet.
She's the reason they invented jiggle physics, bro.
Right. So, anywho, but this is a good question because during the actual launch, there were a couple of minor issues that they did manage to overcome, but there was a bit where I think one of the electronic suites wasn't responding for a minute. They did get that fixed en route. They had another one where not all of the flaps were being deployed properly, I think, when they were trying to move to the third stage. And I do believe they got past that as well. But there have been a series of hiccups, and that's always nerve-wracking whenever it's something like this because, I mean, they cleared Challenger 2. That's all I'm saying. You know, they thought everything was going just fine with that, and it didn't even fucking make it into orbit. Killed all 7 people on board.
Yep, could have been Big Bird.
Yeah. So it's a little nerve wracking, but also kind of funny that the woman is the plumber.
Yeah, it makes sense though.
So all right,
I'm glad they got the black guy driving. That makes me happy.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I mean, one of them's a qualified pilot. I'm not sure. What does this say? Abe, can you blow that up or read it or something?
Christina Koch has officially become the farthest any woman has ever traveled from a kitchen.
Wait.
Wait, there's not a kitchen on the spacecraft?
Per se.
Not exactly. It's like a hot plate.
Bro, I would sue. I would sue NASA so bad. You're sending me into space and I don't have a kitchen?
Well, they've got to cook.
Yeah, that was pretty fucking funny.
They got a microwave. They're good.
You know, though, the homeboy, and I wish I could remember all of their names. I don't remember all of their nams, but for sake of description, not racism, the black guy, that thing that Devil brought up earlier when he was talking about, the speech he gave, he was like, yeah, I'm glad if there's somebody who looks like me out there who's inspired by this, but I think we need to get past the descriptions. I think we need to look at this as a human thing and a human history. And he's absolutely 100% fucking right. I'm proud of all four of these fucking people. Yeah. And one of them's a goddamn Canadian.
Unfortunately, groupthink has been so embedded in modern culture that most people are I was having an argument with a friend of mine, and he was incapable of viewing people outside of the groups they adhere loyalty to. Like, he was like, well, you are loyal to this group, ergo your individual actions don't matter because you are loyal to X group. And sadly, that seems to be the mentality a lot of people had with elements of this launch. Because one of the few things I was seeing on Twitter, aside from the launch happening, was people talking about the individual groups involved or the lack of their group being involved, rather than, hey, we're going back to fucking space, bros. It was disappointing.
Yep. So, but anyway, best of luck to him. Godspeed. And I hope they're successful in their mission and they make it home in one piece. And I'm gonna keep following this. And I think, like I said, greatest endeavor in human history. Baby steps. We're getting there. This is awesome. Fuck yeah. And also, America. Fuck yeah. That said, it's now time for the bad news.
I knew this wasn't going to be good. I'm looking at what I'm seeing right now. Yeah. I don't like it.
Oh, is it the YouTuber that Squash likes watching?
It's
the one with like the horse face?
With anything that you're making up off the top of your fucking head right now. Nothing.
I'm not making anything up. I'm referencing that science woman that Squash loves watching.
Oh no, it's not her. It's not her this time. But this is equally evil.
But it's heinous. I can tell by looking at it.
So we've now invented Shoggoths.
Explain.
I will explain. So if you know your
witness the horror first.
Yeah, we could. I don't know. What do you guys want to watch a video first, or you want me to
witness the horror first? Fuck it, let's do this thing.
First.
I'm a raw dog this one.
I am terrified.
Hold up. Are they trying to say that's a 3D chip?
They're trying to say that is a biomechanical 3D chip.
I saw the name attached. Is this coming out of the CCP by chance?
It might be. I don't know. I don't think it really fucking matters where it's coming from because this is not a good thing.
Yeah, well, I'm saying that because it's the usual suspects. If it's the CCP,
half of the shit that is coming out of the CCP is funded by the fucking West anyway.
Yeah, I'm not denying that. So. But the inhuman, scary shit.
Also, the fact that this looks like those parasite worms that come out of ants and termites and wasps and shit.
Yeah, I don't like it.
You know? But essentially, those are filaments that are being placed into an organic gel that acts as an interface between the organic components and the electronic components to make cyborgs easier.
Yep. No.
We're back to the Borg.
No. It gets worse, right? Because if these things work, right, they can also be used independently of, like, say, putting a mechanical limb on an amputee, which I don't necessarily have that big of an issue with. They will be used in everything, to do everything, to like, and so this is what brings me to Shoggoths. The Shoggoths, if you read Lovecraft and the surrounding works that were written by his fellow authors that later expanded on this, but particularly at the Mountains of Madness, there was a race called the Elder Things who first colonized this world long before mankind was a thing. They built up a huge civilization. Then came the Star Spawn, who were the minions of Cthulhu himself, and they wanted this planet. So there was a big fucking war. They kicked the shit out of each other. The Starspawn retreated beneath the waves, and the Elder Things built took what remained of their civilization and kind of embedded it under the ice in Antarctica. Right now, during this time, they created these semi-sentient, organic laboring machines that were shapeless, that could perform construction or manual labor or, you know, beast of burden shit or whatever they needed to serve them, to build their shit, to do all the things, right? And eventually after the war with the Starspawn, the Shoggoths started to get smart, and they started to get resentful, and they eventually turned on and it destroyed the Elder Thing civilization, or what remained of it. And in the story At the Mountains of Madness, it's about a bunch of human explorers who go down into these places, and they discover a Shoggoth is still there, still alive, and still angry. Also, there are these 6-foot blind penguins in the tunnels for some reason, but
Barry in the lead like that. Come on.
Now, where else would blind 6-foot tall penguins be?
Yeah, I guess.
Hold on.
Well, imagine
6-foot tall carnivorous penguins.
Imagine these things infecting your central nervous system.
I imagine them deciding all of a sudden, whilst doing that they don't like you anymore.
Plot for Happy Feet 3.
Yeah.
So what you're telling me is all of the myths that we have about how playing God goes really, really, really badly were taken as a guide on how to advance our species, just like whenever people read "Do not fucking make the terror vortex."
You have clearly not been paying attention to Silicon Valley, like ever.
No, I'm aware. Musk
That's
is
like
making
their whole creed, man. No, I'm not talking about Musk specifically. I'm talking about all of them. It's their whole creed. It's like let's make all this shit that's gonna break our species.
Yeah, I'm aware that
all
like
at the same time.
All of them put together are gonna like give the fucking beast mark on our foreheads and shit, and we're making all the biomechanical mutants that will explain all the different.
I don't think the
monsters
mark of
and
the beast comes into it. I don't think we'll last that long.
Well, I do because my faith says that's how the world burns.
Yeah, well, the
And I
Muslims
hate
say
that.
they got to burn the world to make that happen. So, I mean, you know, pick your poison.
I mean, ultimately, you can't fight the Pale Rider. You can only choose whether you're in front of him or behind him. So,
Well, in this case, I am choosing to not have these semi-alive things in my electronics if I can in any way help it.
you don't get a choice. You're an amoeba swimming with whales.
I absolutely do get a choice. There's always a
I will
choice.
infect that whale. Fuck
Death
you,
is a
dude.
choice. So anyway, that's our basically the mad science that I had this week. But that was something that came up, and I was like, oh, that's not good. And everybody's like, oh my God, we can do all this amazing shit with it. It's like, yeah, until it turns on you. You know, this is essentially brain organoids without the eyeballs and brain stuff. It's
non-human brain organoids, essentially.
Yeah.
Where's the bucktooth hottie to tell us about this and how much danger we're in?
I don't know.
I
She
got
made
a
a video
fake
about
one.
a particular thing, so
these are, I don't know. I don't like the idea of AI pretending to be real people.
yeah, I don't know. I'm not okay with any of this shit. I'm not okay with this is the
What up, Mike?
If Neuralink's going to work, it has to work with something along these lines, right? You can't just like plug a chip into somebody's brain and expect it to do anything but give them a mild shock once in a while, and maybe cancer.
You found the stick.
You know, but in order for it to actually integrate to do what they're suggesting that it's capable of doing, like for instance, giving paraplegics the ability to use their legs again, right? It has to find some way to interface with the organic systems. And this is the bridge to that. Or the potential bridge to that.
Pitch to GoFundMe again.
All right. So at the top of the chat, you will see pinned wherever you might be, except on Twix, because I don't know how to do that over there. is a GoFundMe or a Give Send Go link for our friend green-haired anti-liberal, who's a very friend of the show and a part of it when she's here. She's going through some shit and she needs some help. They're not asking for a lot, so if everybody pitches in a little, it should be pretty easy to get to the goal, which is $6,000. It's not like she's asking for like $130K to like fund a boat trip or some shit. They just need some help paying their bills because her brother, who she lives with, has been out of work for over a year and has had a bitch of a fucking time finding anything. He's overqualified for a lot of shit, and a lot of shit's just one of the biggest problems that they have these days is that employers don't look at resumes. They feed resumes through AI, and AI been rejecting people left and right out of fucking hand. It never even gets to the employers in a lot of cases. And I think he's been through that quite a bit more than most. So they're struggling and they need some help. And the link is at the top. If you can help, please do. If you can't, please share the link out. I've shared it out on social media myself, and that kind of thing. Because she's a friend.
How does Gal feel about New York?
I imagine she would have not nice things to say about it.
Okay. What if she was paid to take care of a cat? Cats, plural.
I don't know. Now she has a day job, but it's just not enough to cover all of their expenses. They needed his second income for that. So, and her day job, actually, she makes more money than I do. I just have a whole lot less in the way of expenses than she does.
You also have like a
more streamlined.
Yeah, I don't own a home, for example. She does. So
Sam consists of living off water and ramen. Gal has an actual diet.
Yeah, I eat garbage, man. That's a well-known fact. So
Taco Bell 4 times a week. I don't do this for my health.
Sam just needs like a nudie mag every like 3 weeks and books, and he's content. Gal actually has.
It's funny that you went right to nudie mag. I've had sex with like actual women, right? Unlike of the two of us here.
of the 5 here.
No, I'm talking directly to you, you and I. One of us has touched boobies multiple times.
Look,
and that
gaslight everybody else, but I'm not buying into this bullshit.
And that precludes you from finding entertainment in those.
I'm just saying, it's just not the same on the page, man. Once you've had the real thing, it's real hard to go back.
Who the fuck do you think you are, Andrew Tate?
No, see, I don't beat them or traffic them, so.
I don't know, man. You get a flashlight at the right temperature, you're golden.
I mean, if you get the flashlight of the right size, you can just use it as a cudgel.
I mean, anything of sufficient.
Look, anything of sufficient intensity.
You can use as a cudgel.
Yes, Shadu, that's not the point. The point is, it's funnier when it's a flashlight.
with enough drive and effort, you too can beat a man to death with a pillow.
Yes, but again, not as funny as a flashlight.
I fucking agree because a pillow is soft.
And you are a child. So is a proper flashlight.
Oh no. We're gonna strike that from the fucking record.
Jeez.
Jesus, what's all this Epstein talk in the chat here? Shadu, Jesus.
What are you doing, Shadu? Why? Jesus, man.
What are you doing, Shadu?
It doesn't work as well when you say it.
Yeah, but he's over there typing. That's the thing. It's like he looks guilty.
Oh, so this next thing, and I think this is the final thing that I had to discuss. AI is up to some fun tricks. This was brought to us by Lauren Chen, by the way. My attention.
Oh, the race swapping thing.
Yeah, apparently you can just swap out actresses, which is like, I guess as long as they're getting paid, I don't know if they'd mind, but.
Well, wasn't there that case of a AI music record or like some like AI music creator utilizing a woman's voice which had not been copyrighted and then making a bunch of songs. Yeah, making a bunch of songs with her voice and then copywriting her voice, so she was not able to use it.
Yeah, she can't make money on her own music with her own throat.
So technically speaking, if you don't copyright your
She's
face,
using it wrong.
if you don't copyright your face, then an AI company could take your face and then copyright it, and then you're fucked.
In theory, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, Gal was the one who mentioned that, and I responded with, "This is going to make a bunch of people start acting like the Punisher or something to that effect."
No, it won't. No, it won't. No, it won't. It won't. You know why? Because if that was going to happen, it would have happened already. There's been way more egregious shit than that.
Please stop reminding me of that fact.
Yeah.
I'm the one reminding other people of that fact all the time, and I wanted to forget for a moment. Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah, you're welcome. I like to keep it real here, keep you honest, and also make fun of you incessantly. So
I'm
anyway,
watching something happy after this. I'm watching frickin' Morningstar.
Yeah, this is only like a 7-second thing though. So, but it just highlights the clonage. Yeah, and that's it. But it's like, you film it with the one, and then you just kind of paste over them with somebody else.
Yep.
It's essentially super Photoshop.
Modern motion capture AI painting.
This is the end of the media as we know it.
Well, I don't think it is. I think this is going to be a real boon to Netflix.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Right. They can cast anyone they want, pay pennies, and then have whoever they
I'm
like.
going to replace every actor in every film ever with Nicolas Cage.
Well,
Yes,
hold
on.
Hold on. Y'all are thinking too small with this. Well, at least the people who've spoken.
Imagine the Marvel universe, all Nicolas Cage.
Hold on.
Nicolas Cage plays every role.
Cageverse.
Okay, Devil's the only one who might be thinking of this. So, what happens if you make a video of you talking and saying something fucking batshit crazy, and then you use the AI to replace yourself with someone important, like a president, a prime minister?
That's already happening.
Yeah. Well, but this makes it even easier.
Yeah. And it's
So
going
now
to continue to get easier. There's going to come a point where even experts in AI, and I am no expert in AI, are not going to be able to tell the fucking difference between something real and something fabricated. We're already, chugging down that road as fast as possible, which is going to make going to court for any reason very difficult on a lot of people in the near future.
Speaking of what you do, what's this stuff in the private chat about the camps not being real?
Right.
Being erected by the Soviets.
Hey, but you're welcome in at this exact moment where things are being said.
Yeah, we're framing our friend for funsies. I mean, no, we're not doing that. We're doing something totally different. We're telling truths. Damn.
Look, man, we didn't have him around for fucking months. We're making up for lost time.
Yeah, we're getting it all out of the system.
Yeah, I'm definitely fabricating an excuse for next Saturday of why I can't come.
It's because you don't have a woman.
For that.
Hopefully the designated driver role I will be volunteering for does not require me to babysit too many people.
Yeah. Well, I mean that would be
better yet.
Anyway.
While you're doing that, Joy. That could be the whole show. That could be the entire show, bro. We don't even have to bring homework.
Fuck no, because unironically, the moment any of those motherfuckers realize that I'm in a voice call, they'll start screaming whatever the fuck they want to say, and those guys will get Sam's channel nuked. They will get the channel nuked.
Are you willing to take that risk?
I think I am. What we could do is we could do something like this, right? And you will just have you like full screen or whatever. Hell, I might even go back to the rectangle so we could see it all in panoramic.
Oh yeah.
Make a date of it.
You wouldn't see shit. It would just be the little circle bouncing like this, and it would be like six different. It would be like 6 different voices all saying incredibly demonetizable shit.
You know what?
No, we're not monetized.
Yeah.
Nobody here cares, dude.
It's like, whatever.
I'll private that shit. I have no problem with it.
Like Sasquatch says, I'm like the second most banned person on the internet that he knows. Shadow ban.
Yeah. Like I haven't been unsubscribed from your channel for a little while, but for a while there, dude, I was having to come back and resubscribe to you like once every
Artie
2
Party
weeks or
just
something.
recently resubscribed to me, and he's shown up to every fucking live stream at some point. You know,
right?
So it was like I know they're doing it. I know it's because especially the way it goes. Like I'll move up a little bit, get a few subscribers, few more subscribers, and then all of a sudden it's like every other one. Like I lose one, then I gain one, then I lose one, then I gain one, then I lose two, then I gain one, then I lose three, then I gain one, and
YouTube is just like,
how dare you?
Pretty much, yeah, pretty much. Very annoying. So and for a while there, I was just thinking, okay, so these are new guys who are coming in because of the shorts or the game streams or whatever, and they're catching something they didn't like, and that's fine. I have no problem with that, right? But I'm starting to suspect that some of it is YouTube playing silly buggers with my shit.
They're definitely playing silly buggers with your shit. If you go look at when they get unsubscribed, you can tell whether it was YouTube that did it or they did it. YouTube will do it at about
I love
2
hearing
a.m.
Americans say the word booger.
YouTube will do that shit around 2 a.m. Eastern time for whatever reason.
Silly boogers.
Well, see, booger means something different to us.
Yeah.
Y'all are amateurs. I've been multiple times kicked off Elon Musk Twitter.
Yeah, but that's because you're an asshole.
Asshole.
Notice there's no like diatribe or long-winded explanation. This is one of the few times she was just like, "Yep."
No, there are plenty of times where I just go, "Yep," and I just agree. when I don't have when there's absolutely something for me to agree with, I'll just go, "Yep."
Yeah. Oh man, I don't know. But this is that's it. That's all I got, guys. That's all I brought to the party today.
You got one more.
Do I? Did I? Fuck, I don't remember.
Just pop it up. I'll read it.
I left a couple of links in the private chat.
American followers, besides barbecue and Coca-Cola with peanuts,
oh yeah,
what other food or drinks would you recommend, to be honest? I'm not really great with big cuts of meat or cola either. Is KFC still the classic go-to? I want to hop on the trend of trying American grub.
So for context, this is from Japanese Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper.
The first suggestion is Cajun seafood. I think they're right.
I mean,
they love that shit.
I think it wouldn't be that strange to them.
Right, they love that shit. Yes, sir.
It's a little bit spicier than I think most of what they're used to, but
yeah, but they dip it in wasabi. It's just a different spice.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
It's cooked a little longer. Joji Furodo. Anyway,
I can't believe you just said that private chat, Shadow.
I think, really, dude, calm down. I think the Japanese would love Cajun seafood boil, and in fact, all Cajun food. The is the holy trinity of celery, bell peppers, onions. Please look up a jambalaya too.
What jambalaya is like a little different though, because it's not like a set recipe for that.
True. My jambalayas are amazing, and I've got something I call an Edisto jambalaya that isn't a jambalaya at all. It's more like shrimp Alfredo with rice.
Gumbo's fucking incredible, but gumbo is a different dish every damn time.
Yeah.
Can we recommend cornbread?
You recommend?
Do you think they take? Can we recommend cornbread
for Japanese?
Yeah,
I tell you what.
Good.
We had a Okinawan exchange student when I was in high school.
Paired with something that complements it, sure.
And she went from wafishly thin Asian chick to bodacious big booty black girl in about 8 months of dating a black guy whose mama made splendiferous cornbread. I'm talking big old booty on that girl.
Can we just take them? Sorry, you go.
My sister has this kind of basic bitch recipe, but it comes out fantastic every time. Is she'll mix cornbread with yellow cake mix.
Okay.
It kind of sweetens it up a little bit.
Corn
muffins. A little
muffins.
bit of moistness that you don't really get with straight cornbread, because it does tend to come out a little dry.
What about gay cornbread?
Tomorrow is Easter Sunday.
I don't know what the fuck was that.
What? Fucking Abe has put shit in here, and I'm looking to see what it is. And Abe ruins
is tomorrow
everything.
Easter Sunday?
Yes.
Yeah, tomorrow's Easter Sunday. Yeah. Could we?
That means
could we
missed-
drag?
No. Hold up. We're not skipping past this. That means that I missed my opportunity to tell the only goddamn joke I love to tell every goddamn year, especially to Catholics yesterday. God damn it.
Good job.
Basically, I stand in a cruciform position and I say, "What's this?" And they say, "I don't know. What is this?" And I say, "It's a bad way to spend a Good Friday."
I say we drag those Japanese who were asking about
Nice.
American food. We drag them to a commissary in Memphis.
I don't know. There's a bunch of different places. Like, look, if you're Japanese, if you're out there and you wanted to experience like real more American cuisine, you can't really you got to go regionally. You got to try different things in different regions because everybody's got something to fucking offer, right? And some people are much better at things than other things. Like you can't get jambalaya from like North fucking Dakota that's any goddamn good, right? Yeah. Just like. So like you gotta bounce around and sample as much cuisine as possible. But I will say that if you want deep fried, Deep South is the only way to go.
Yeah. America is not a singular country. It is not a war state. It is 50 war states.
Shut up, sir. Stop talking. We have a Taco Bell ad.
With a big enough defense budget to fight God or die try.
Tomorrow is Easter Sunday, so to all you Christians out there, happy Easter. And to the Jews, nice try.
Oh, God damn.
Damn, Shadu, that was a hell of a link you just provided.
That's a nope.
Okay, so I don't have any more links to share.
Yeah, we're done.
My bad.
We're done. That's it. Like the past 2 hours, we'll probably get away with it, but even so, what the fuck, Abe?
Me?
Abe, I was half expecting you to go, Shadu, why would you say that? As if I was the frickin' news broadcast guy. Fuck.
Exactly. Why
but you're
would
the
you
one
say
that shared the link. How dare you, sir?
Yeah, Shadu. Damn it.
I was complimenting, like they tried to kill a Lovecraftian deity.
Oh my god, dude! Don't make it worse.
I was congratulating them.
Would you like a spade to help you dig that hole?
No, thanks. I got a drill.
It's called the Marine Corps.
No, I've got ever since I started digging holes. Whenever it came to talking with Anna or Gal, I just invested in better digging material.
Yeah. So anyway, that's been the show, folks. Nope, we're done. Stop talking. We're done.
Link.
Nope. We're done. Fuck off.
Well, hold on. I have something to shill. I have something to shill.
Just end the show without doing any outros. I'm just saying.
Right, but I'm helping a friend.
No, you're not. Shut up. Where are you going to be?
I'm possibly going to be here unless I'm hanging out with people in real life. However, a friend of mine, I think a friend of few people here, Dempsey Drunken Poet, is going to be releasing an album soon. I don't have the date. We were just kind of talking about it. I will post the link in Sam's chat, or at least this isn't the final version. This is a test version that he shared. The final version will be coming out in an album, or this is a test version of one of the songs. The actual album will be releasing sometime, I think, in the next month, if I remember what he told me correctly. So, link in Caucasian Sasquatch's stream first, and I'm sticking it over in Sam's now because for some reason.
You're sticking it in Sam.
Get it in there.
That's what he said. That's exactly what he said. And
well, I mean, yeah, you know,
here for it.
Look,
Sam is looking very breedable and submissive right now, so I'm just taking advantage of that.
It's like this, kid. It's like this, kid. Do not start a game you are not prepared to finish.
I mean,
we done when I say we're done.
Got your back. I'd never tap out.
Okay, so I mean, I won't get a chance to finish, but that's all right.
It's something you need to remember. There are no safe words in Sasquatch.
Yeah. He needs another 38 seconds.
Safe words are an annoyingly minuscule human concept.
That is a human custom.
Yeah.
Pathetic.
And like I said, we're done when I say we're done.
Again, we'll be ending a little bit early, but that's fine. And yeah, that's really the only thing I had to say. Just a buddy of mine is releasing an album soon, so give that song a listen. I guess it didn't stick in Sasquatch's chat, but it's over in Sam's. I think it's pretty good. It's like rock. It's like it's like rock or metal. One of those two, I think. I don't know. And
Jesus Christ,
I don't
dude,
make.
you need to work on your pitch.
Yes, and I don't make my own content anymore because I don't have the space or the freedom to do so anymore, sadly. So that's it.
Well,
Thanks,
there'll come a time. There'll come a time. He'll be back. But either way, thanks for being here, kid. And like I said, there work on the pitch a little bit. But otherwise, yeah. Abe, what do you got? What do you got coming up? What's going on?
Everything, everywhere, all at once. Find me. Abe's going to get you pretty much on every platform. It's fine. Next.
All right. Caucasian Sasquatch, do the things.
What did I do?
Show your shit.
The blast radius tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern. I'm pretty sure he's going to be fruiting up about the whole thing to do with space. He is a space nerd, and I'm pretty sure we'll be covering every inch of Artemis.
Nice.
I'm sure he'll appreciate it. But yeah, come check that out. On Tuesday, I have the Naughty Corner. We've changed a little bit of stuff up. There's a bit of an open panel involved with it. Very limited spacing for that. My host is sketchy. She's what I mean by that is when she gets nervous, she just takes everybody down or leaves herself. So if she tries to leave, I'm kicking everybody out.
Fair enough.
Right.
Fair enough.
I have a scheduled Sasquatch Shills for Thursday, but getting in contact with Homeboy has been more than just a little bit difficult. He responds in like third person and uses AI summaries. So I don't have a whole lot of faith that he's going to show up.
I might have somebody that you can have on Sasquatch Shills. We'll talk about it after the show.
All right. Thank you. Much love. Don't let the man get you down.
Yeah, indeed. Devil, what do you got coming up?
Nothing. No, I should be on I swear it's not hentai tomorrow. If I get all the other shit done in time. And then I'm not gonna be on the pub on Friday this week coming up here. I will be out of town, so one of the guys will be hosting it, hopefully.
Full Aussie takeover.
Yeah. It looks like Grant might steal the pub for the night, and so it might be changed up a little bit. But then I'll be back again then next week after that.
All right. That brings us to me tonight. There is no Exiled Lioness stream on account of she is abroad traveling at the moment, and likely has the shittest internet, even worse than mine. So we probably won't be seeing her tonight. So in that case, in a few hours, I will be going live with more Crimson Desert because I am an addict and I have a problem.
Those are the first steps.
My name is Samuel, and I'm an addict. Anyway, that said, we'll be doing more of that. We'll probably be doing a fair amount more of that. But I did pick up a couple of cheaper games that I'm probably going to like sprinkle in with the streaming here and there just to sort of break it up a little bit so it's not constant Crimson Desert all the time, because that's not good for me, frankly. Paul and Adam know what I'm talking about, even if Adam can't bring himself to admit it. And then, yeah, that's pretty much the plan until Abyssal Musings next Friday. Probably be on the pub after that, and we'll be back here with more awfulness for Screaming Into the Void next Saturday, as always. Thanks for being here, guys. We appreciate you. Everybody in chat, you guys are awesome. Thank you for hanging out and putting up with us and playing along and all the things. Thanks to everybody on the panel, especially Shadu, because he is taking the time that he can to spend with us before he gets whisked away to go die for some suits.
Yeah.
Also, don't do that. Don't die for some suits. Come back.
It's much appreciated, bro.
Okay. Listen. I'm not dying for suits. If I am dying for anything, it's for guys and camis like me.
I mean, I appreciate that perspective, but you wouldn't be there if it wasn't for the suits. So
I am killing for the suits because money is tight.
Yeah. Anywho, we do appreciate you taking the time to be with us while you can, especially because it gives us an opportunity to rag on you a little bit in ways that, according to you, are worse than what happened in boot camp. But
from my no. My exact wording was, "You guys were more gay," or I meant in more of the gay. You guys were more homoerotic.
No, you said the homoerotic thing after.
That goes without saying.
We were much worse.
Yes,
yeah.
I was.
Those were two separate.
I was in
two separate conversations. So
yes,
you don't get
yes, that was my fault. That was my fault. Failure of communication. I meant y'all were more homoerotic.
Now you're lying to us, and I don't appreciate it.
We're getting gaslighted.
You're correct.
Listen,
you are correct about the homoeroticism, but not about the other.
Listen,
we're more homoerotic than those.
He said about his platoon. I don't think we are that gay.
Yeah. We're more homoerotic than the platoon that ran a train on you. Jeez.
So are we more gay and they're more homoerotic, or the other way around?
No, y'all are more homoerotic, and honestly, they spent more time wanting to run a train on the female platoon and less talking about being gay to other guys.
See, this right here, Shadu, would be a great opportunity for you to just tell us all to shut the fuck up and leave it at that. But you keep going, you keep doing it. Are you sure you don't need a spade?
They totally wanted to grow up.
I got you a Twix.
Anywho, seriously, thank you all for being here. We do appreciate it, and we will see you next time. Have a great night, everybody, and remember, it could always be worse. You could be getting butt fucked in barracks by flaming cobras.
Yeah.
Have a good night.
Bye.